All right. Oh, T-Buck. Where are we going? Dead party members. Oh, you're gonna check out the Kobold stuff and then maybe loop back. That's right. All right. We are continuing to attempt to thread the needle on this game in terms of engaging difficulty without being stupid. But bunking Elon Musk. I don't think you can debunk Elon Musk. You can probably challenge some of the individual things, but I don't think you can challenge as a whole the impact he's had. But I'm open to hearing some more about it depending on what it is. Nothing else, it just kind of reinforces the monumentality of his achievements, in my opinion. But, Decidium, that link here, I guess you actually posted a link. Let me just put that link real quick. Ah, fuck, don't play that. All right, I'll have a look at this later after the stream. Give it a couple minutes. If it turns out interesting, I'll watch more of it. If it's a pile of garbage, I'll take a look, or I'll probably give it up rather. But yeah, definitely, I'm definitely open to it. I'm repeatedly impressed by the ideals that he endorses and the reasons for it. Reasons like, you know, building. Like, I just finished that podcast. It was really fresh on my mind, right? The most recent one between Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, right? And some of the statements in there are just such fucking great statements, right? Like things like, why did he start Tesla? You know, and the mentality was fossil fuels are killing us as a species. If we don't get away from fossil fuels, we will eventually devolve, essentially, because we will run out of we will lose the ability to maintain our society at the level it is, and will cause these huge problems for ourselves. In other words, someone has to solve. And then he goes, the next step of that is, okay, what are the major contributors to this? One of the major contributors is the automobile industry, with fossil fuels, essentially burning fossil fuels for energy. So you have to fix that problem. So he builds a fucking company to do that. You can argue any other part of that, right? You know, you can argue any other part of, like, well, okay, well, maybe we don't like this, or we don't like the science behind this one, or this isn't quite right on this. But you look at an idea like that, or take the ideal for SpaceX, right? The SpaceX ideal, which is essentially, if we are on one planet, we're always playing. I think his analogy is Russian roulette with 100 barrels, 99 unloaded and 1 loaded. Sooner or later, you get some planet killer or species killer event, right? You have some plague on your planet, or you have you have an asteroid hit you, or you cook your planet. So until you get to be interplanetary, like multiple planets where your species is on, you run this huge risk of the species being eliminated, or this avoidable risk of the species being eliminated. Like, fuck me. Like, these are, you know, like, I guess there's those are just, these ideals are fucking ideals that are just really worthwhile. Yeah, I'll check the video out, man. I don't think I agree with that statement you're putting it as now. It just doesn't resonate with what I know about these things, and that may be true. I just maybe don't have much of it. I certainly don't follow the day-to-day like mechanics of these companies. But to me, those ideals expressed by someone with the resources to do something about that, who is doing something about that, is impressive to me.
Returned.
Like, that is an impressive accomplishment in itself to me. Hey, long. What have we gotten up to now? Talking about
Have returned.
oh god, Tom. Thanks to resub, Tom.
Our
Yeah,
forecast
we're getting
involves
polar
much
vortex.
snow.
It's just
You-
been snowing every other day. Like this morning, it was another wake up. It's -7 out with another 20-degree wind chill. So effective temperature -27 out today. Miserable around here right now. How can I be sure I saw the truth? It's just not even like that. I don't think that evaluating the truth is important to some degree, and I'm sure there's hype around it, and I'm sure there's business around this, and I don't pretend to know the exact details of it. Although I also am a little confused by the detractors of this. These accomplishments are incredible accomplishments, and it's extraordinarily interesting to see someone engaged on this level with the resources and ability to do something about it. Yep. Yeah, sure. As I said, I'll check the video out later. But I just came off the Joe Rogan and Elon, or not came off of it, like I was on it, but I just finished watching the Joe Rogan and Elon Musk most recent interview, and that was just really cool. Just really cool. One of these people again that I just have a lot of admiration for. I'm living in Canada. I'm living in Iowa. Yeah. Yeah, -27 with wind chill. North Dakota is pretty rough too, yeah. I haven't lived in North Dakota. I hope I don't end up continuing my tour of Heartland states. Yeah, it was like 2 days ago or yesterday gigs. You can find it on Spotify for free. But anyways. Also did PKA last night. I think it was a decent episode. It's a little bit tough sometimes to evaluate it in the middle of it, but I think it went reasonably well. I sometimes have the issue when I'm on PKA that what I engage with is not always what their podcast is about. The things that I find interesting are often on a slightly, it sounds pretentious saying like a different level. I don't mean like they're on a different level or anything else. It's just, it tends to be the humor of PKA often is like, PKA is often something along the lines of current events, some hot takes on it, a little bit of discussion, some joking about it, then back to kind of some more topics that are kind of normals on the show, like MMA or whatever else. And like sometimes that's fun for me, but a lot of times like I want to poke just a little bit more. The interesting part of a conversation about these things is poking a little bit deeper from my perspective. So I thought we got a little bit more of that in today last night's PKA than we normally do, which is nice, which is makes it engaging for me. So yeah, I think it was reasonable. I think it was reasonable. So I'll be curious to see what the viewers of PKA think about the episode. Are we done with Kingmaker? We're gonna try to. I feel like I am walking a tightrope in this game. The combat when it's level appropriate is really good. The combat when it's too high a level or too low a level is really bad. And without clear indicators of where I should be level wise in an area, it's extremely difficult to get any sense of that. This is a painted gem, right? Or a slightly different word for that. I'm eluding me right now. Which is, it's a really good game and it's massive and it encompasses so much, but there's all these flaws in it too. Flawed gem, that's what I was looking for. All these flaws in it. Things like, I mean, I opened the journal here, right? Half of these missions are like, there's like 2 in companion quests and there's 1 or 2 down like in errands down here. And you don't really know where you're going somewhere until it's too late, whether or not it's actually a location that you can play in or if it's going to require companions that you don't want to have. You're penalized in levels for not bringing the companions. There's a bunch of storyline about the companions, but the companions don't let you play the character classes that you want to play. And a lot of the appeal of this game is the extremely diverse character generation process where you can pick all these different archetypes and play with the Pathfinder system. As I said, it's a game of, it's a flawed gem, this game. So I don't think I'm done yet, but I am evaluating whether I'm done with this. The game is probably too big, but I think too big is generally an asset in a game like this if you can do it. Like I feel like a lot of the criticisms I have were like fixed by like a 2nd or 3rd playthrough, but imagine doing like a 2nd or 3rd playthrough of like a 200-hour game. Like you can. 200-hour single player game, you can do that, but probably the vast majority are just not gonna do that, right? So we need to figure out today, because that fight with the like 10 manticores yesterday was insanely fun. The fight with the 2 manticores right after was insanely tedious. That was the next fight. Both of those were random encounters in the same location. One of them was amazing, one of them was shit. Well, second game is too early in development for me to want to play it for any length of time. What I don't want to do is the same reason I'm not playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. Although I'm really hyped about the game, I don't want to burn out on a linear, it's a storyline that always progresses in the same way, right? There might be some small branches or some decision points you can make, but it's a single player story being told. So if I play that a bunch in fucking beta with shitty mechanics right now where some of the classes aren't in, there's a bunch of bugs, it's not really working as intended yet, yeah, I might get a preview of the game, but that is a game that I'm already interested in. So previewing the game doesn't tell me more about like, well, am I going to try it or not? No, I'm absolutely going to try it. The game looks great. Like this, if it's anything like this game and it's a sequel to this game, so presumably with all the mistakes they've made here, they can adapt to some degree. I absolutely want to play that, but I don't want to burn it out. I don't want to rush it for myself. I think this game would be better if it's more linear. I don't know. Like, there's a couple ways to do that, right? I don't mind. I like this random exploration, and occasionally I find shit in here, and I'm incentivized to go to these areas of the kingdom I haven't been. But I need it like level coded. The fact it's not level coded makes this unplayable, right? In the terms of, well, I decided I went west, and I went west arbitrarily, and I went west, and it's way too high of a level. I'm like, oh, okay, well that's really boring. Hey, Nobu, dehydrogenase. Enjoying this, Rocky Brewers? I don't know, viewership's up and down. It's kind of mid to low range right now for viewership for this. Keeps slowly dropping over time. And I'm okay with that as long as I'm also enjoying the game. But I'm kind of not in parts. Like as I said, like sometimes it's super fun, sometimes it's... Endless Dungeon looked a little boring though. But yeah, I did consider that. Consider doing an Endless Dungeon run. Civ 5 or a few weeks. I had a lot of fun on the New Year's stream, but not any of it because of Civ. Like Civ single player is so solid for me, and Civ multiplayer, like we're playing a game that was never designed for multiplayer, that the company has never invested resources into multiplayer past this very basic initial implementation, being balanced by the community in like whatever fucking way whoever has the wherewithal to make the mod does. And I'm gonna play this like with the worst fucking netcode of any game I've played in 20 years, and we're gonna make a recurring session of that. I don't think so. Yeah, well, I'm not sure the storyline is... I don't know, we're only kind of half engaging with the storyline too, because this is one of the other flaws of this game, right? What is the point of having these fleshed out character narratives or companion characters if you're going to give people the choice not to use them and then provide nothing else for the people who haven't used them? I mean, why can't we just co-op the fucking companion stuff? Like, okay, I've got 5 companions in my party, right? Does it really matter that the quest is designed for, I don't even remember her name, the barbarian woman? Does it matter? Can't we just have it arbitrarily be assigned to one of my fucking companions? So then I could play through all the companion quests? Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, you built a party. Okay, maybe you lock it in. Maybe at the beginning you say, would you like to use companions or no companions or something like that, you know? And if you select the no companion thing, great. Now you get all that quest line they developed, all the story, it could just be applied to one of your characters. It could just arbitrarily assign like this character is now the barbarian storyline, right? Yeah, or let me reroll companions. That works as well. That's the other solution to that. Is if I can full reroll companions, then I can fix that. If I knew ahead of time that it was going to lock me into these fucking horrendous companion quests that, or rather, hide content behind companion quests. So sometimes I go to a location I don't even know until I get there. So today is probably my... If things continue going as they were yesterday, today is probably my final day with this game as it is right now. If we can get it back on track, maybe we kind of move away from the edge again. Respec companions, if I get that. I haven't found a good respec mod that's still working, right? So this is why I've been using the in-game respecs as opposed to any respec mods, is that the problem is this is a 2018 game where all the Nexus modding is only kind of like partially supported. Yeah, more tryouts for sure. I mean, we have plenty of content backlog right now for games to check out. Whether or not they'll be fun and engaging, I don't know. Like, and I was definitely feeling the itch to play a combat RPG. And I'm still feeling that. I love combat RPGs. They're really, really fun. You might have a plan for the next game. I think I just answered that. Probably some chat lag there. Quests are irrelevant and not needed. I hear your sentiment, but I think you're wrong, right? The problem is the way this progression works when you're just exploring areas and going to areas is that if a quarter of my encounters show up on the map, take my time and energy to go to, but are locked behind companion shit, and if I have a quest log where I'm not really totally clear on what I'm doing from time to time, I'm not like, because this is on auto kingdom management, I'm not really feeling the pressure to do anything in any particular period of time. Okay, so be it. Well, I'm just kind of thinking, well, I should knock these quests out. They're good experience. Well, now there's like 3 instances of fucking companion quests showing up in here. Yeah, I can minimize this, but this one is still a companion quest. So now I'm like, do I go to an area? Like, I don't know. Like, it is annoying, the implementation of the companions. That's what this is. Anyways, let's go check out the Kobold Trail, a remote place known for numerous kobold trails. The chance the trolls have decided to use this scaly little creature's paths as tracks leading to the trolls' lairs have been found in these hills. That's where we're headed. Oh, might be a storyline one. I guess I'm reading. I think I'm a bit late on the Path of Exile train to be any part of that. The hills seem pleasant, even welcoming. No gray doom and gloom, just walking along the path and enjoying the view of all the cute little white pyramids built out of pebblestone. Or wait, was it pebblestone? Horror of horrors, what I mistook for pebbles were polished bones. All along the path, the grass was riddled with pyramids made of polished kobold remains. Got us to thinking, is it wise to follow such a grim path, the way marked by death itself? Followed the path. Trying to brush away thoughts on who may have polished the kobold vertebrae and why, we quickly moved along the path leading towards the Pale Hills. Didn't take long for us to reach a mountain river with a bright crossing over it. Well, a bridge may be a bit generous. With a bridge crossing over, excuse me. Well, a bridge may be a bit generous. It was actually just a long branch about as thick as an arm, spanning from one bank to the other. It may have been enough for a kobold to cross, as we could see another of the small bone pyramids on the far side, but didn't look nearly enough for our party to cross. Before deciding how to proceed, we carefully examined the river. We quickly discovered that the river was quite deep. I plunged my arm shoulder deep into the water and couldn't even feel the bed. It was fast, too. The current pulled a dried leaf off my sleeve and it was gone from my sight in a blink. It was cold, very, very cold. Frankly, none of us were interested in taking a swim. Carefully examined the branch. The branch did have one thing going for it, though. Being so thick, it happened to be quite sturdy, but that didn't make the flimsy crossing any less slippery or challenging to anyone daring to set foot on it. I wonder how many kobolds have slipped on the wet bark and found a watery grave in the ice-cold river. Yeah, PoE does have terrible viewership. It's not a game that's, I think, very viewer-friendly. And it's also not what I like out of CRPGs. What I like out of, I mean, the character design is, but I prefer the turn-based combat. Alright. Choose a character. We talked it over, and we chose a volunteer to try crossing the river. Brachus wins. Oh, it's a triple? Jesus. So mobility, athletics, and strength. So 21 and 7. This is actually 1 point higher for Brachus. Actually, the highest is here, Niablis. What is that? 21 is 24, is 25 is 34. 30 is 27. 28. Okay. Alright, Niablis. This is where you learn if the dragon blood flows in your veins or not. Niablis was unperturbed by the thin branch and the speeding current. After a deep breath, our volunteer set forth along the precarious crossing. One step, then another, a few feet, crossed with no trouble, and I started to think that maybe things would be fine. That's when the branch jerked and started to shake. It was rolling over. With no time to think. We couldn't like stabilize this as the rest of the party. What is the rest of the party doing? They're not stabilizing the branch, just letting him go. All right, jump to the other side. Good luck. It succeeds at a mobility check. Oh, the lengths will go in our efforts to keep our pride untarnished and our pants dry. One incredible jump and Niablis was on the other bank. Niablis took a moment to catch his breath and turned his attention back to the crossing. A nearby shrub concealed an amusing kobold contraption, a crooked ladder built from random planks and sticks. It seems the kobolds crossed the river in much the same way we had, sending their most agile companion across to fling the ladder over to the other side. Phenomenal. Oh goodness, more of this. One small pyramid made of polished kobold bones may be a bit spooky, but it's not unbearable. But how about thousands? We find ourselves looking over a proper kobold graveyard, each little pyramid a mark of a kobold death, and the mark made out of their own remains. The real enigma, though, waiting in the heart of the burial ground. The centerpiece was made of hundreds, maybe even thousands of polished bones, all put together to form the head of an enormous dragon. Imagine it, these small, nonsensical reptiles somehow managed to create a sculpture both fearsome and magnificent. Such might, yet such frailty as well. If a single bone would be removed from the foundation, this beautiful statue would crumble to dust. And I even spotted one such flimsy bone. Regardless, we've come face to face with irrefutable proof the kobolds, for better or worse, were changing. This news has no impact on our search for the trolls, though. The land was clearly sacred to the kobolds, and it seems unlikely that they would bring their new friends here. But how would the Baron deal with the structure we found in his realm? Neutral good, we can respect it. Neutral, we can leave it untouched. Chaotic evil, we can destroy it. We will respect the kobold shrine. This is early in the day. I still have faith in humanity and kobolds. Following my advice, the Baron, who's the narrator then? Aren't we the Baron? Adjusted the dangerously loose bone in the hope of reinforcing the remarkable composition. His grace was standing to leave when a glint from the dragon's jaw drew his attention. Carefully reaching inside, the Baron pulled out what seemed to be a dirty stone. Perhaps beneath an outer layer of clay, we found a large, finely cut emerald. It seemed the kobold spirits decided to grant us a gift. Stowing in the offering in his bag, the Baron turned and left. We dutifully followed our leader, and soon the bizarre kobold burial ground was far behind us. Yeah. First emerald. Seems fine. Alright. Now the Kobold Camp. Now that we've respected their ancestors or whatever, let's go send them to meet them. Not super psyched on how close to death our team is. What do we have for spell resources? Anyone remember? I think I do. Were we about to rest? We look like we're actually pretty good on spell resources. Good. The location is a small clearing in the forest in which someone has set up camp. Strange hissing voices can be heard speaking in some incomprehensible language. I guess we just butcher them? Dr. Nobody. You see a gang of kobolds resting around a campfire. When they finally notice you, they jump up and start scuttling around, making a mess and bumping into each other, all the while muttering something in their hissing language. One kobold emerges from the swarming crowd. His scales are a touch lighter than those of his companions. Upon closer inspection, he seems to be extremely old. His skin is dry and lifeless. He's clearly lost some of his scales long ago. There's something curious about this kobold. He seems to be calm, confident, and wise. Smacking with the stick. Is large. Greetings, he says, addressing you and sticking out his hand.
Greetings.
I don't know what that one's supposed to be.
Greetings.
Oh, it's greetings in different ones. Shake the kobold's hand, greeting. Right? Shake the old kobold's hand. It's slimy and cold. He continues to stare, his eyes still yellow and emotionless.
Well,
He wants to make love to us, says. Okay, interesting twist. Wasn't expecting that. There's some sort of romantic interaction here. Okay.
nice.
Yes, they're men. Is this like a role that we're negotiating now?
Kobold.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Alright. We could have that as a list, and I'd be okay with that as a list. The old kobold seems to have said his piece, so he continues to stare at you with his cold, dead eyes. Artuk, what a familiar name. Tell me, do you know the story of the Soot Scale at Kobold Tribe? All right, let's get this sorted out. I have more important things to do than solve. That was a riddle? Sure. What a familiar name. Tell me, do you know the story of the Soot Scales? It's not to understand a single word you're saying, but it racks to the word Soot Scale. Soot Scale, bad, not friend. Yeah. All right, let's get this sorted out. They're staring at you, not blinking, no moving or blinking. Starting to get uncomfortable. Tartuk trolls love search Tartuk Kobold. You're a bold. No matter how hard you failed a wisdom check. Rip. How close? Was this a Niablis only wisdom check probably? Tell me shit, it just defines wisdom. There it is. We rolled a 6. DC 15, rolled a 6, added 5. Ooh. This is a farewell moment. I mean, my options are kill them or farewell it. I don't know how to get a reroll here. Different level? Really too bad it takes that. This guy only. Again, implementation here, right? Maybe it didn't. +5 skill value on a wisdom roll. Wisdom too. I mean, this guy is he dumps wisdom, right? He's a charisma based offensive guy. I don't know if he should have a +5. I wonder if this is using a better +5 might actually be my cleric's roll. That might have actually taken the best one in my class, in my character. Sometimes it uses your character's rolls, and sometimes it uses your party rolls. I think this was a party roll. Say it again. Farewell, we have to come back. All right. Save scum. It's save scum for story advancement. Do we want to do that? It is possible we could just come back too. +5 needing to hit 15 is a 50-50, right? You have thoughts, chat? You want to vote on it? Probably wants to vote on it. All right, we'll give you a quick vote. Quick vote. I would like to know what the fuck's going on here. That could also become fine coming back later. All right. I don't want to kill them all. Kobolds have not been an interesting fight in many levels. They're not challenging enough, so butchering small indigenous kobolds for no reason doesn't seem particularly great. That's pretty big on just going with it. Wow, okay. All right. All right, where's the autosave? Right when we walk in, presumably? I don't have to add that as a rule, Rocky Brews. We always do that anyways, but I'm okay to take chat's will on this one. I don't have a strong preference. So. Okay. All right, I'm going to try to duplicate our rolls without reading through it again. So. $50-50 passed. Nice chat. He rolled an 18. It was better than a 6, it turns out. Over several minutes, you manage to piece together these kobolds are looking for their king, Tartuk, who's lost somewhere. After several minutes beyond that, you deduce that their Tartuk somehow managed to befriend some trolls. You tell him... Point in a random direction. Point towards the Hodag's lair. We could fight them. We have a lot of fucking options here. Okay. No friends to trolls. I kill them anyone who helps them. You should return from where you came for your own sake. That's the neutral good option. So this one is, the things you wanted are less important than the things I want. If you do these fucking things, I'll kill you. For your own sake, you shouldn't go against me. Neutral good. Okay? Take a look. I mean, we can mislead them. Although, presumably this has long-term... Do we want to befriend the kobolds? We didn't choose kobolds or mites in these wars. I feel like we're not super friendly with kobolds. We have murdered every single kobold we've seen thus far. Ones are nice. Imagine having no internal consistency with how you approach people at all. Like, this encounter, I've killed them the last 5 times, and they've attacked me the last 4 times, but this time, they said a few nice words about my hair. Yeah, but if these guys are... The problem is these guys... The argument here is not that they are the other kobolds. Sure, we can get behind that. Sure, they're different faction of kobolds. Sure, whatever. The problem is here that these are the faction that have befriended the trolls. So unless they're going to talk these trolls into not invading my goddamn kingdom, we have a problem with them. And I'm not sure that... Are trolls something you can communicate with? They eat people? I don't know where the troll's lair is, or where Tartuk is hiding. I recommend you give up the search, but that's for you to decide. Unable to judge the expression on his snout, you can't tell if the old kobold is upset by your statement. After your answer, he turns away from you as if you cease to exist. Kill him. Kobolds are nasty little creatures.
I'll go ahead.
Alright. They've left some stuff behind. I don't know what kobolds would leave behind that we find interesting, but apparently some stuff. Guess that means this map can have stuff, so I need to explore it. Let's finish exploring. Yeah, the morality of this game feels to me to be all over the place, quite honestly. Is all right, I guess. But if I have to make alignment decisions that are I would like my alignment decisions to be independent of my class abilities and independent of the gear I can loot, because I hate being like shoehorned into wanting to use certain items.
Let us be careful.
What's over there?
Based on
I don't even want to know.
based on alignment decisions. I don't know. I didn't feel very inspired at all to befriend either one of the mites or kobold factions early. I suppose maybe that would have made that more interesting. So nothing here either. We're still searching for the troll's lair. We just leveled on our main character. It's fun. Niablis, the dragon disciple, level 7 now. Level 7's level 3 spells for us, right? Alright. Dragon Disciple 2. The way the Dragon Disciple works with other levels is insanely fucking confusing. So I think the way it works, we're now Sorcerer. Oh, it's Sorcerer 4. We also have a Splash and Monk. Oh, never mind. It's a little less exciting. Sorcerer 4 is new level 2 spell, not level 3s. Aren't we casting level 3s? It must be our wizard. Casting level 3s. Level 2 of these, we get strength +2. That's accuracy. I'll take it. And we get new spells. Sure, that's just the progression on the Sorc tree. Get bite, which we probably are not really intending to use. And we hit level 7 on character level, so we do get a feat there. So I'm a little confused with the dragon progression at some point on this, but we'll see. Okay. Like, we already have this. Like, the weird thing, the worst part about this is actually the setup here is kind of bad, because while you get Dragon Disciple levels as a Sorcerer, you get Bloodline progression as if you are Sorcerer 1. So our Bloodline progression is actually here, I believe. On level 6, because we have the 1 level of Monk. Now, I think Bloodline progression is just these spells. I don't think it's actually this shit either, but who the fuck knows, right? Alright. You blah humbug. Alright. So grab that. We're 1 point away for our next stat. We're up to 22 strength out of that, which is really lovely. Alright. We only have 2 skill points on this guy. He's using UMD. Been an absolute scam thus far. Actually double level it. That's interesting. At some point we've not taken that. We want Knowledge Arcana. UMD. Alright. There's 3 here. That is a question. So we get our 1 feat here. And Bloodline apparently has a decision here. The fuck is that? Wait, that was Persuasion +9? How do I tell? Wait, I assume skills were always +1 level. What is it? What do you mean Persuasion +9? If I click this once, I go to 14. No, I go +4. Oh, I see. Because it's the first point, I get the class skill proficiency. Yeah. I have someone who can persuade. Alright, I don't understand, chat, why I have 3 here. So Arcane Spellcasting, Sorcerer. This is because... I don't know why it makes me select. Because I only have Sorcerer as an Arcane Spellcaster. But Sorcerer progression's fine. I don't know why. Bloodline feat is a decision, apparently. I didn't realize it was a decision. I don't even know where it tells me I'm getting bloodline feats. Right there, probably. As Dragon Disciple gains level in Prestige class, the Dragon Disciple takes on more of his progenitor's physical aspect. At 2nd and 4th levels, he gets +2 strength to character scores. No, it's not that one. Bite attack, it's not that one. 2nd every level with the exception of 5th, Dragon gains new spells per day if you gain. That's the arcane boost we just picked. So there's nothing in this line that makes sense. So maybe it's the level 7 or level 6 lines. We didn't gain con that I'm aware of. We're a red dragon of some sort. I forgot, gold or something. I don't know where the fuck I'm getting this, where this bloodline feat selection comes from. Anyone else know? We didn't get a con buff, right? No. Talents must be displayed on the dragon's picture. A Dragon Disciple adds his level to his Sorcerer level when determining the powers gained from his bloodline. If the Dragon Disciple does not have levels of Sorcerer, he instead gains bloodline powers through Draconic Bloodline. Must choose a Dragon type upon gaining the 1st level. Its ability does not grant bonus levels to a Sorcerer. Such spells. It doesn't say shit about giving me an extra feat here. Bonus feats of the Draconic Bloodline. Blind Fight, Great Fortitude. But where do I tell what levels I take these? Was it the Sorcerer level giving this to us? This is level 6 on Bloodline progression. It's crazy hard to fucking figure out where, like, this is a level 7. It's right there. It's level 7. But we aren't Sorcerer level 7. Our Bloodline progression is 1 delayed because of the Monk. Can the Monk have a Bloodline? Disciple gets bloodline feats at 2, 5, and 8. Of course it does. Yeah, I that's what I'm gonna do, T-Voki. Is exactly that. If I click this, where does it go? And the answer is nowhere. Not the Sorcerer one. Apparently, Supra. Jeremiah is saying it's just literally total level progression with Bloodline. Despite the fact that we're a fucking monk. For one level. Makes no sense to me at all. Alright. 3 bonus on all be mobility? No. Arcane focus on this guy. Oh, it's a skill focus. Arcana, not super exciting. Power attack is okay, but we never do damage on this character. It's a defensive character, so a little bit less exciting, I guess. Meta Magic Quicken Spell. Now, that's interesting. We do have the problem with this character that when we get caught from like a random encounter or something like that, we can't get our buff spells up. So running Quicken Spells could be okay, although I think the downside of Quicken Spells is it takes higher level spell slots, right? I haven't really used Meta Magic much. Quicken Spell uses a spell slot 4 times higher than the spell's actual level. Okay, so we're never going to use that. Good to know. Great Fortitude. Bonus on all fort saving throws is nice. What does Blind Fight do? In Melee, every time you miss because of concealment, you can re-roll your mischance percentile roll 1 time to see if you actually hit. Now, that's a nice ability. I certainly have been trying to deal with Blur in particular. Has been really annoying. I don't actually care very much on this character. This character rolls to hit mostly to generate defensive bonuses, not so much because I care about the damage. An invisible attacker gets no advantages related to hitting you in melee. That sounds nice. Tanks do care about that. That is, you don't lose your dex bonus to armor class, and the attacker doesn't get the usual +2 bonus for being invisible. Invisible characters' attacks do still apply. Invisible attackers' bonuses do still apply for ranged attacks. You also get immunity to gaze attacks. This seems actually good for the tank. Because losing our dex bonus is actually, I think losing your dex bonus also triggers the loss of the monk bonus, I believe. These bonuses to AC apply even against touch attacks or when the monk is flat-footed. He loses these bonuses when he's immobilized or helpless, when he wears any armor, when he carries... No, it actually doesn't. None of these. I don't ever lose that monk bonus then. Huh. I thought I lost these bonuses when I was losing my dex bonuses. Alright, so it's between Great Fortitude, which seems nice, but it's a little bit specific to what's happening, versus Blind Fight, which seems like it's very useful for me. Take Blind Fight. Alright. So now we have Sorcerer. We have our Bloodline feat. We don't know where that is yet. I'm going to be very excited to see where that fills in. This is cross swords with an eyeball that's on fire. We're going to look for that, chat. That's cross swords with a man with a very long arm. But not cross swords with an eyeball on fire. Second level Dragon Disciple ability. Yeah, but it hasn't filled this in yet. If it's supposed to be there, it should fucking show it to me. Possible the UI doesn't show it. The UI is pretty good about backfilling like the other decisions you made where they've come from. Anyways, when we finally get our feat, this is the level 7 feat up here. Okay, what do we want as our level 7 feat? Have I played Total War Warhammer 2? Yep. Or anything stealthy, spell pen, skill focus, shielded caster, shield proficiency, take it off. The shielded caster, whenever you are in Jason LA has his feat, you receive +4. Kind of a bummer. Because we wouldn't mind being able to cast in combat so we could actually get our buffs up without getting deleted, but we can't. We don't have Bab 6. We do have Flurry of Blows. That's not helpful for us. Precise Strike, Power Attack, Persuasive. Outflank actually feels like it could start to be good. We would love to take Outflank on our damage dealer, really Thaddeus. So picking this up on the monk, who may eventually do some damage when he transforms into a dragon, seems reasonable. I'm gonna put this in for a second. I'm not sure we're going there yet, but we could. Reflex saves, will saves, skill to persuasion, strength to persuasion rather, fort saves, athletic and fort saves, but for stupid types, elemental focus, die hard, deft hands, +2 to trickery and use magic device, which would be +4. Select arrows, offensive combat training. This is to prevent myself from getting tripped, which would be nice. Trip's pretty bad when it happens. Feetful, crushing blow, coordinated maneuvers, coordinated defense. These are both teamwork feats. Combat reflexes. I don't think we need AOOs for this. Combat mobility. Now, the advantage of combat mobility here is I don't require an ally have it. It stacks with all my existing AC, and I can use it to let other people stand up. Does this also apply for when I am standing up? Is the AOO they attack me with being protected against with combat mobility? That one seems pretty useful too. Oh, there's combat casting. So, yeah, I gotta take a look at this. Where's our sheet for? Okay, so this is Niablos. Looking at outflank, combat casting, and we're looking at combat mobility. Okay. Anything else that shows up? Weapon focus is accuracy. I don't know why I want point blank, and spell focus is not super helpful for this either. So really, the three that I'm most interested in right now are outflank, combat casting as a kind of minor nod to it, and combat mobility. Combat casting fills out. It's still problematic to cast in combat, right? The problem is that we don't get our defensive bonus for attacking when doing this. Prone just gives AC versus range and penalty versus melee and cannot move. No other implications. But when I'm standing up though, Jeremiah, I guess there's I don't know the rule related to standing up here. I think it's when I stand up they get an attack of opportunity at me. This combat mobility says get forward bonus dodge to armor made against attacks of opportunity caused when you move out or within a threatened area. The problem is the second part of that clause, right? The last part of that sentence is moving when you move out or within a threatened area. Is that what you're doing when you stand up? I don't know. I don't know what what triggers the attack for that. Should apply for standing up. Okay. So that's a little bit interesting then, because that's 4 AC when we're this essentially counteracts the penalty of being prone when we're standing up, right? Or it should not. Oh. Yeah. I think the safe one is outflank, right? And it may eventually help us for damage too if we end up actually trying to attack with this guy, which I think we're going to eventually when he becomes a dragon. I think we're taking outflank here. Sorcerer and blind fight. Next, all right, we get level 1 and a level 2 spell. Let's start with the level 2. It's more interesting. We don't have super high DC on this character, although it is a charisma caster and we are actually maxing charisma, so we could try to throw some sort of debuff. But blur seems reasonable as a buff. Someone else casting one of the transmutation spells is okay. False life a little bit more useful on this character than others, but not very useful still. And from alignment's fine. Here's a scam. Have mirror image. It's probably blur on our tank, right? I mean, I have these blur pots, and this is annoyingly one more fucking buff we have to cast, but it seems quite good. It's synergetic. I mean, this is what this character is, right? This character is a melee, a tank and buff bot, right? So, seems reasonable. Okay. All right, and then finally, our level 1 spell here. This character is a sorcerer, so we don't actually prepare spells. So all of these spells are available to us whenever. So situational spells are a little bit more useful. Level 1 spell is not super exciting though. Action from alignment is a maybe. Pretty unexciting as a spell. Level 1 missile. I don't think I'm ever casting Expeditious Retreat on this character though. This character's already 30 movement. Probably, I'm not gonna buff Expeditious Retreat very often, and I can't imagine a situation in combat where I'd cast it, right? Because you're almost always like, if you're in combat already, you're almost always better off just moving. Because you're just like, it's so rare that I need to move like 2 full actions to close distance on something. It's just the number of scenarios where that shows up is almost 0. So having an extra grease is maybe like, again, the sorcerer. So all of these are always equipped. So what we're actually looking for is essentially the most useful utility spell here. Vanish level 1, it is Vanish, but what does Vanish do for us? Why do we want to, what does Vanish help us with here? Because if I fucking Vanish, like, we're combat casting this, so they get to attack me by casting this spell, and I don't get my defensive buff. So what am I getting from Vanish? I mean, having access to strike is maybe something, maybe later. Yeah, I don't think. Again, if we combat cast the spell, okay, imagine this scenario. What are we vanishing from? We're like, fuck, our tank's super low. We want him to stay alive. We need him later. Like, maybe we can heal him in, like, later. We can, like, get away and heal and come back or something. So we vanish in combat as a attack of opportunity from all of my opponents hitting me, which defeats the fucking purpose. I mean, I guess low cast thing, but we don't have the ability to cast in combat right now, right? I understand that it's easier to do that. It's not based on the enemies, but it's still not that easy. We're still like under 50-50 for this. And I can Vanish Potion without triggering that. I could literally just take a potion, of which we have like dozens of Vanish Potions, doing the same impact without any of the opportunity, without any of the risk, which makes it seem really bad for me as a spell. Yeah, I guess the potion I can Vanish other people, but then I don't get that buff. Potion Vanish last 1 round? Sure. But I don't want to stay Vanished during a fight for that anyways, right? Because as soon as you take an offensive action, you come out of Vanish. It's not like Invis. So I think this is essentially, the hardest type of decision for me, right? Which is a decision that's essentially meaningless. Because then you like, I can see the utility of having Magic Missile available to do damage to something based on my levels, so that seems okay. No hit roll. It seems like maybe a flexible option. We have shield. These are the 4 we already have. And then I could see grease, but we're gonna have lower DC for this. Not that much lower because our casting stat is very good, but we're not gonna have specialization in it. So that seems reasonable. I could see a scenario in which I cast grease. And those are basically the only, and then I can see a reality in which sometimes I want to cast protection from alignment, but it also seems very, very minuscule, and I have plenty of scrolls of that. So I guess for me, I probably come down on either. There was one of the, we actually are able to deliver touch-based damage with this character. So maybe there's an argument for Shocking Grasp or the other one. What was the other one? Burning Hands? No, it's not Burning Hands. It's Corrosive Touch. I don't know. I'm up for either of those. Yeah, exactly. It's my 5th spell pick for level 1. Exactly. Alright, we'll take Magic Missile then. We don't get that by being a dragon, right? We got magic armor, I think. Alright. Okay. Kind of a big level for us. 2 strength, blind fight, outflank, and blur. All coming in on this. Seems like a pretty big level for this guy. Now I want to see where the fuck that feat came from. Alright, one of our feats is not on our interface. We have 4 interfaces. We have our character level interface, our sorcerer interface, our dragon disciple interface, and our monk interface. This one, wait, is it here? No. Onic heritage as a fucking monk. So this is a dragon monk too. I didn't realize this. I guess scaled fist makes some sense for that. ED talent 100%. I've been linked the text for that. I'm just trying to fucking find it on this interface. I know you guys have linked it to me a couple times, but I just want to see it on my fucking interface so I could have planned for that. Like, where's my next one? 2nd level and every level thereafter, with exception of 5th and 9, new spells. Not gain other benefits. Characters more than 1 arcane. So it's not this. Not that. And it's not that. And is it here? Not on the card that is just this level. Right of the current highlight. So it is Bloodline. We're actually Bloodline 7 right now, apparently. But the Bloodline bonuses are literally just this line, right? Now Mage Armor is part of it. So it's these 2 rows. One with DDS, no. I'm not sure which one you mean. DDS, what's DDS? I mean, that says Blind Sense. So this is also a Bloodline row. But aren't we level 7? So shouldn't we have gotten that 2 levels ago? Or level 6 because of Monk, in which case we should have got that last level. Look, this doesn't even give me an option. This just says, at the 5th level, the Dragon Disciple gains Blind Sense. Not Blind Fight. That's not even the same thing. All right, what is... Okay, let's work through this. Vista Martin, what is DDS as a spell casting from Sorc? What does that mean? I mean, it's got to be this, right? Bonus feats to the Draconic Bloodline, Blind Flight, Great Fortitude, Improved Initiative. Improved Initiative was one of our available options as a Bloodline thing. I would have taken that as a Bloodline had I known that. It depends how many Bloodlines we get, because I don't know where these apply. So that's Blind Fight. Spell proof. Yes, icon on 2nd level Dragon Disciple might explain arcane casting level from... I can't see it on this interface. So if I just fucking memorize these dragon feats, what do they work at? They're based on my character level, my caster level, or my DD level. They're all different, chat, by the way. So like we're Sorcerer, currently level 4. Are we? Yeah, 4.258, and this was number 2. But you can't say I'm looking at Sorc, not DD, when I started with DD and it's not fucking there. So unless you have a exact icon to point me to. 258 would be this row, and that row. There's no things linked at 258. There's a 1, that progression, so 3 in between. There's a 147 here. We did just hit level 7, but it's not this progression either. I don't think it's on here. DDS block second from bottom. What is DDS? Dragon Disciple? Okay. This doesn't say anything about feats. Not a single one of these things talks about feats. So we're magically getting feats that I don't know about that overlap with feats I've already taken. See how it could be annoying? Like, look at this. We took Improved Initiative as our regular base feat. Apparently I could have taken that as a Dragon Disciple thing, which I didn't know about, and I still don't know where the fuck I saw those lists of things. Okay, so the UI just doesn't track that clearly, which is kind of a bummer, because I would like to see that. I'll just write it down, 258 of Dragon Disciple, right? Because we just hit our first one then. We're probably only getting that one. Okay. Get Sorcerer progression of feats from Dragon Bloodline. And you get 3 extra Bloodline feats from Dragon Disciple on 2nd, 5, and 8. Meaning what? Meaning if I get to level 7... So if I get to level 6... we have 4 levels in Sorc, right? And then we have 2 levels in Dragon right now. So if we get 1 more level in Dragon, I'm going to get this Sorcerer feat you're telling me from Bloodline? And then we get additionals at 258. Alright, we gotta level up. I normally enjoy these things, but that's frustrating to me. Alright, are we heading back to see the wizard? And then home for getting rid of these fucking death things? Or are we just gonna risk it going down into the Dwarven Ruins and Troll Clearing while we're this far south? It looks like 3 kind of funny areas over here. I mean, I'm not too worried about trolls, although it could be dangerous. I'm mostly worried about the fact our tank, if he gets down right now, dies. Well, downed hard. Dwarven Ruins is a large dungeon. Maybe we sweep through here, then come up, hit the lone house on the way back, go back home, and then come down for Dwarven Ruins. It feels really far away. I would love to do some leveling on these characters today, right? Like, Niebla's just hit, but these guys are 5k, 4.5k experience away from level 7. In the title, man. Take that extra step rather than doing that to read. Alright. I guess we're going down then, that's fine. Do we want to...
can wait.
Alright, we got tired. I can cure that tired. Right. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our resources here. We had a pretty nasty fight, if I remember yesterday. Get rid of fatigued. Nieblis does not have restoration lesser available. I think I want to get rid of on damage to dad right now. How much is it? 2. All right. I think we have potions of Restoration somewhere. Heroism, Invis, Move Curse, Restoration Lesser. You might probably also have scrolls. And the scrolls are just worse, right? Since they require a cast, a UMD, and an action as opposed to just drinking it. We do not have any scrolls that do that. Okay. So let's take one of these lesser restorations. Great. Alright. 2 con back. Phenomenal. Get our buffs out. And we'll figure out what's going on in here. So I don't want to meta magic this buff. Get a buff there, get a buff there. Get a buff here. Get a buff
Don't care.
It's time to act.
here. Get a buff.
Keep your wits about you.
We have double endurance, double strength now, so I get 2 rounds of this, is what we've changed up for. We're gonna go ahead and buff Thad. Okay.
We should prepare.
Go ahead and extended enlarge Thad. Any other buffs? We have the bark skins for free. I guess we can run this out on Thad.
We should prepare.
We're shielded. We want to run Cat's Grace on Nieblis.
We should move.
And a mutagen strength.
Knowledge is the key.
And a bear's endurance here.
I shall not
We need
fail.
shield. Need our
I
mutagen.
shall not fail.
Are we dex buffed everywhere we need to be? No, we want a dex buff and an enlarge on the archer, right? Then we want bless.
I need to concentrate.
I'll
Okay.
take care of it.
Let us bide our time.
Then we want enlarge. Oh, and we also want mirror image. Where's our new spell? Here, presumably. I guess it's not. Oh, it's a sorcerer. We don't have to prepare it. So there's blur. Yeah. Pretty much stopped using reduce person. I kind of hate how I hate the reduction to reach.
I'm losing my temper.
Let us bide our time.
Okay. What else do we need? Need an enlarge on here.
Everyone counts on me.
Mirror image. Blur. Blur's targeted? Oh, nice. It'd really be double blurring. I'm not going to right now. Okay. We're missing Dex there.
Everyone counts on me.
I'm gonna set up that fucking buff manager at some point, but it felt like a lot of work to set up and didn't seem to be particularly intuitive, unfortunately. So we're massively buffed. Good thing, because now we're fighting level 4 wargs. Absolutely essential. So. Reduce person is good at our AT. Don't know AT stands here. Bad on everyone else. Good on our arcane trickster. Why? We don't do weapon damage. It's just accuracy and defense. That makes sense. Maybe we'll consider casting that. Okay.
Combat is adjourned.
Blur is short. I don't know how short it was. Blur is 5 minutes. It's a long enough buff to cast whenever. Alright. Get in there. This is not a surprise round. A charge will reduce our effective AC. We'll walk over here and punch it. So let's just go here.
A solid plan.
Good. Blur paying off massively already. Maybe. Alright, this is Tragic Booty. Tragic Booty is our other tank, our off tank. Let's get in there.
Way.
Okay. Leopard, primary damage dealer. Buffing Thaddeus seems reasonable. Alright, Brackus over here. I would love some confirmation of where the fuck the sorcerer stuff is coming from, the DD, because I have no idea, chat. So I see you guys discussing it. If you get to a consensus or a conclusion, please let me know, because I do not know. Sork gets progression. Yeah, but does DD advance Sork progression as well, Oblivion? So do I get it? Do I get a DD at 2, 5, 7, and 8 because of Sork progression? No.
Out of my way!
Thank you. Tanky boys, these wargs. Okay. Right. Thaddeus. Move over and cleave, right? If we get in a good enough spot, we should be able to reach everything. Okay. I mean, quad kill, sure. God, that's the holy grail of cleaving, isn't it? 4 hits, 4 kills. Look at this. All right, look. I want to look at this. How many attacks was that? All right, Thaddeus uses cleave. He hits warg. He rolled a 4 and hit the fucking thing too. These are underleveled, not surprisingly. But kills a warg. Cleaving finish, hits another warg. Hits a warg with the second part of cleave, I assume. Does cleaving finish multi-trigger? I don't even know. I don't know what interaction that was. I think this was just a cleave cascade with a single cleaving finish, I think. But it was glorious, whatever it was. Right. I think I have... Oh, I don't have greater cleaving finish. So if I greater cleaving finish, each death would have also procced another attack. Is that correct? Dude, cleave seems sick. I want like a part of me. Okay, I have an interaction like this, and I'm like, yeah, I want to build my characters, and I want to play them and have fun with that. And then I have an interaction where I encounter the fucking level 28 billion Manticore. Lose your ways, lose your minds, lose your lives. Who's saying that? Some invisible Direboar? No, Direboar's over here. Okay. Just the title, man. The two in there are PF Info and PF Party are the 2 commands you're looking for. I appreciate you taking the effort to look, though. Just check the title. I linked the title too. 2 are in there for now. But I appreciate you taking the effort to attempt to do that before asking. First, it's definitely an FAQ. So I have an FAQ mod. It's one of the things I want to install on Monday when I have off time from the stream that Tomulus dug up for me. So, all right, let's go after these boars. I don't know what a dire boar is. It's a level 5 animal, flat-footed. We're gonna punch it in the fucking head. Fuck that boar in particular. Yeah, Bliss. There was no outflank bonus in that last fight, chat, because outflank is a teamwork feat, and our Thaddeus doesn't have outflank yet, so someone was telling me it was outflank, and that's wrong. Okay, Brachus. Back. We're not gonna spend spell resources here. We have our buffs up. Okay. So it looks like we lost Longstrider meanwhile. It's too bad. I really do like the 30-foot move on Thad. I don't know how we can keep that while getting any sort of armor.
Run them through!
I wonder why it defaults to half movement on the, or 5-foot movement on the cleric.
Forwards!
Damage here, annoyingly.
This spell works differently. You should have run!
Yes, they should have. I wish I could hotkey 5-foot move. Like if I could make that like 3 on all my characters, I could just use that so I wouldn't have to fuck up my interface sometimes when I have 5-foot move and can't get back to a half move. Hits us through the mirror images. Fail spell.
It's no use.
But right click cycles through them except when it breaks, and it seems to break if I'll try to show you. I can do it right here, right? So here's the problem, okay? Yeah, right click cycles between move and 5-foot. Great, and it goes back. Now the problem is if I ever click this and then try to go back to move, now right click does nothing. And I can't ever get back to move now if I've selected 5-foot. And it's not a toggle, so I can't, maybe, oh, that might have been it. That might have been it. It might have been a toggle. I think it might be a toggle. It is a fucking toggle. Okay. Oh man, we just solved it. Good work, chat. Good work. That bug has been plaguing me. It's not even, maybe not even a bug. That interface interaction has been plaguing me since the start of this campaign. Because I've been like, what the fuck? Okay. That's nice. Alright, quick healing is probably worthwhile here. Since damage.
Anyone require my counsel?
Far into the campaign, we are. Do I have a mod in chat to update the info command to make sure we get the level? We're currently level 6 is the answer to that. Apparently I had to loot the third born, didn't it? Wasting my buffs wandering around skinning boars is kind of whatever. Only character creation? Yeah, we did a little bit of that today. Extremely complex, extremely rewarding character creation that sometimes runs into the issue that that the tooltips aren't very good. I was supposed to heal up. Did I forget? I may have forgotten to heal Baracus up. Will o' the Wisps. Energy and spell immunity. Level 9s. We fought the budget one. The budget Will o' the Wisp. Earlier. Wonder if they're invisible. Yeah. Don't know. Spell immunity we decided was targeted spells, but not area of effect, or ones that had rolls. So presumably Stinking Cloud would still affect them if they were not immune to poison. All right, bit of a problem with Baracus being up front and also being super low HP. So what then does something like an acid dart do for us? Touch AC of 32. Touch AC of fucking 32 natural invisibility. Really bad breath, apparently. It's awkward. Alright, feels like we're going to want to haste here for multi-attacks on that kind of AC. That seems like a reasonable buff to throw out. I'm a bit concerned about this fight. It looks nasty. Especially if they're going to... Were they AoE me? What were they doing a second ago? They're doing touch attacks with electricity. Okay. Where did I get move around here? Do they not have AOs? They do.
Smear them.
Okay. Does this even help? Does fighting defensively affect touch AC or just regular?
Another poor fool lost in
Care Bear.
time and space.
Being a baller. Thank you for the 5 subs, man. Appreciate it. Alright, Nieblas is up. Dodge bonus affects touch AC. Okay.
Attack!
Okay, Miklas wants to scoot back a little bit in case AoEs. I don't think I'm going to get sneak attack bonuses. It depends. Actually, I don't know. We could get sneak attack bonuses, but I think I want to spend that turn buffing the accuracy here if we're hitting against a 32.
Die!
What was the actual roll? So there's the buffs we're running. Bless, Haste, Study Target is +2 at this level too. Forgot that it leveled up. I don't know what random +1 untyped is. Maybe the spell. Nope, Lesser Bracers of Accuracy, Point Blank Shot, Weapon Focus, Longbow, Savage Bow. We're at +20. We're rolling on 12s to hit. That's not actually that bad. Rapid Fire will bring it down by 2, so we're rolling on 14s to hit. Okay. I don't know how it's possibly their turn again, but I guess that was a surprise round in their favor. Like some of our guys haven't gone yet. The bag can hit both of these with the cleave. Seems reasonable. They seem to be just attacking single target. I was worried they were going to be like AoE point blank spelling. No, it's not Archer Bracers because the Archer Bracers are listed on that buff already, right? I don't know where the attack one went. I'll do it on the next roll and show you again. Alright, we just took some damage. I think I want to heal this round. I'd love to get the accuracy boost out. I wonder if I can spend a round getting the accuracy boost. Rakus is next. He's not in melee. So the answer is probably. I think we should do that. The duration buff here is just good. On our most accurate guy. I think they're going to have resistances. They're probably not going to. They're probably sneak attack immune. I don't know why I think that. Sneak attack requires... Oh no, it's barbs that are sneak attack immune. They're probably not sneak attack immune. Alright, we're going to buff Archer for multiple turns then. Back up a little bit. Okay. They're undead. Ooh, that's interesting if they're undead. They do say chaotic evil... I don't know. It doesn't say if it's undead or not. Will of the Wisp, chaotic evil, aberration. I think aberration is a different subclass than undead. I don't know that though. Okay. Still buffed. There's a lot of benefit in us throwing attacks here besides just regulars. Back up a bit. And I guess we're just gonna start hit this. Alright.
I'll split you in half.
A solid plan.
Alright, let's take a look at this hit roll again.
Out of my way!
4 shots, 2 of them eaten by concealment, which kind of blows. We really need a way to deal with concealment. Still don't have an answer to that. And every enemy we encounter that's at all threatening seems to have like 50% concealment. There's our shots. Again. Our bonus went from plus 20 to plus 14. What the fuck? That glitter doesn't remove invis. What? What? Didn't we just look at this and it was plus 20? Do the attacks scale down? Oh, I didn't understand that. How does that... What's my scaling on multi-attacks? I didn't realize the final attacks were less accurate. What am I losing? I lose Bab. On my second attack too? Well, clearly it's not everyone is -5 because it looks like... I think it's just -5. Oh, I see. You don't mean per. You don't mean stacking. You just mean literally second attack is -5. Because like second and third attack didn't have a minus here. I mean, we missed because of concealment, but does that not count then? If I had hit all 4, would the final one be at a -15 or a -6? In other words, do I lose all of my bad bonus or do I go negative? Anyways, so I don't know what the untyped ring bonus is gone, by the way. Crit 20, hit 12 at 5 HP now. Why am I not swinging on both here? This should be a double attack, right? Isn't that the whole point of cleaving? Oh no, if you hit. $17 here. I have a bitch to hit. Okay. Alright, we throwing out an accuracy buff and letting him use a potion to heal, or are we healing here? Could also prayer. Not terrible for this. Guaranteed accuracy. We got 2 of them. You're running a little bit of action economy issues on the cleric. That's prayer. Yeah. Alright. Alright, this dude needs to... This is Treasure Booty, needs to potion. Because he is taking a lot of damage. Even, is he getting DR? He doesn't DR electricity. DR is just physical, and resist is electric, and and the resist is the other ones. We're taking full damage here. We could protection element electricity here. But I don't know who's going to cast it since the cleric is already super busy. Maybe Baracus could have done that. That probably was better than just randomly attacking there. If I face future Will-o'-the-Wisp, we'll consider it.
Out of my way!
Alright, Nieblis. Still doing not a whole lot of anything right now.
Forwards!
Run them through.
So that one was, let's just double check. So this is our plus 20 attack bonus, and the next one should be plus 15. Second one was a hit at also plus 20, not losing the 6 from Bab. Question mark. Third one was a miss on concealment, and a fourth was a miss losing Bab. First 3 attacks are regular, rapid shot, and hate. Okay.
Oh, damn it all.
Alright. Dwarf avoided no attacks. Didn't take reduced damage. Downed. Alright, more accuracy boosts or healing. I don't really want to bring them up. We don't want to AoE heal. Bane them, but they get spell saves. They look pretty fucking annoying. We did take new magic missile on Baracus. We could be magic missiling. I should probably be doing that, honestly. But let's take a look. What else do we have in here? We probably got a scroll of protect energy. We have a spell of protect energy too, right? It's protection immune. Where's my energy protects? Is it not on this character? It might not be on this character. Ooh, didn't take it here. Yes, I do. Resist energy communal right there. Electricity. Alright, haven't added our magic missile spell, so let's do that. What? AT, wizard, prepping. Never mind. Okay. Oh, it wasn't. It was a fucking Diablos who picked it up anyways, right? Okay. So energy protects up. Oh, they're immune to spells. Okay, never mind. Easy 8. No sneak attack there. No sneak attack on Tragic Booty either. Or not Tragic Booty. On Miklas. So they're immune to sneak attack in some way that I'm not yet clear on. Kind of bad news for our damage. Especially since Thaddeus hasn't hit yet.
Aim carefully.
Double hits on Nieblis, killing a Will-o'-the-Wisp. Would never in a million years have predicted that.
Let's hear you cry.
Strike! Ah!
Wrong one.
Attack.
Fight's really not that bad. It's just tricky to hit the little fuckers.
Die!
Got sneak attack on that one though. I sneak attack on the one, but not the other. We're 100% sure Glitter Disc will not work on them. Yes, 100,000% sure.
I'm up for an adventure.
been super excited by the Earth Kineticist so far. Trip seems really difficult to land on. A hit roll plus a trip roll seems kind of rough. Gnats buzz in the air. This evil gnats, the worst.
I'll go ahead.
I'm always ready.
Axel worms. Do I understand how the archer attacks are working? No, I have no fucking clue. I got the impression that the second attack from Bab loses 5 off the Bab bonus. And I guess the other ones aren't applied to that, so I'm getting attack, haste attack, rapid fire attack that don't have Bab penalties, and then second attack off the Bab bonus that does have penalty. So it actually makes Bab a lot worse. If my second attacks don't have same accuracy as my primary attacks, -5 is a fucking huge penalty for this.
The road awaits.
But anyways.
Entertainment.
My skills exceed yours.
Raider Tatzelworm. Okay. We're still energy protected. I wonder what type of damage they do. Do I know anything about these little fuckers? That guy is squishy as fuck. That's what I know about him. How about the greater one? What do I know? These are Tatzelworms. They're immune, sleep, and paralyzed. They do... Damage type doesn't say anything about poison here. Okay. Essentially, no shits were given. Surprise round? This is a surprise round, annoyingly.
A solid round.
Poison skill. Oh, we failed to roll on it. I don't know why I have to roll access the greater. So presumably we're populating these, right? So if we counter these more, it'll look like that's the greater again. Are there double graders? No. There's no poison. No, there's the poison attack. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Asmer. Okay. All right. What is this? This is scoot forward. Scoot forward. Scoot.
Out of my way!
Oh, so close. All right, accuracy boost here, maybe. Could preemptively poison protect. An hour buff. Reasonable. Can I get it to hit? Yeah. Oh. Touch. Touch. Ugh. Those ones that make me target a spot, and some of them are range target center, like they're burst from a point, and some of them are cast burst from a point, and some of them are touch burst from a point, and I never remember which is which. Is kind of annoying. At least we still have a surprise round, it's fine.
I don't like you.
Forwards!
Run them through!
Hardest fight of our life. Yeah. I believe in Chat's world, this was considered the gnats would let me know that I was going to be fighting Tatzelworms. Or they gnats are just kind of what I should, when I see gnats, that's what I mean. Did the leopard just lose that? Done, leopard. Done. He's learning. What point do you think the leopard decides he doesn't need us anymore? Just starts his own party. A ghoul? Friendly ghoul?
Clear.
I'm just gonna raid this, okay? Don't worry about me, ghoul.
Completed. Let's head out.
We talk to the ghoul? What do you want, ghoul? A dead man staggers towards you. There's a gaping hole in the middle of his chest, and you can see the white bone through the tears in his decayed flesh. He speaks with a halting, gurgling wheeze. Living one, I do not want to harm you. Help me. Who are you? I had a name. Dorsey had a bride. Now I'm no one, alone, less than no one. What happened to the village? Man groans. You see his hands twitch and curl into fists. Damned Fae killed everyone, every single one. Hate them all. Hate the Fae. Hate the headman. Why do you hate the Fae so much? We would ask after he explained why he hates the Fae. How can I help you? We're not going to go that route. The face said, I'll reach my final rest within when 2 coins serve as my eyelids. Give me just 2 coins. Okay. 2 coins shouldn't be hard. You put 2 coins over the dead man's eyes, but they fall from his sockets to the ground. The dead man hisses, all lies. Damn face, damn. Okay. Why do you hate the face so much? Killed the whole village. Stole my bride. Killed her. Killed me. Headsman. Sold his own daughter to the Fae. Night of my love. Evil all of them. Now I hate them. Okay. Did I fail a roll in here somewhere? Like, shouldn't I have an option to be like, we could find you better things? Leave without a word. I don't want to leave without a word. I'll be like, hey man, that sucks. You did anything of value in that house? Oh, but we have coins for the dead man's eyes. We just didn't tell him. We've taken on the quest to help him die. We didn't tell him that. Okay. We'll examine the location more and find coins to lift his curse.
Tread lightly.
Sorry, bro. I mean, we just didn't want to overpromise, I guess, is what's happening here.
Spotted something. Done. Done.
We found a heavy pick, sure. There was double rolls there. It was trap plus
Path is clear.
location, I guess. Swamp reeks of algae and stale water. Sure. We'll take an edible herb out of the algae and stale water swamp.
I'll go ahead.
What is that? That is a giant slug. Ew. It is a level 12 vermin. Also not an animal, I might add. So any spells affecting animals so far I've had, I believe, 0 targets in this game outside of wolves.
I am never wrong.
Alright, I think we're going to spellbook Expedious Retreat there. Future ones, but okay. Alright, let's get it. I mean, there's no way this... I mean, it's probably neutral, but we hate it. We hate giant slugs. Immunity to acid. Immunity to prone. Ult of the streamer to kill it? Yeah, it's a filthy racial, I believe. Alright.
Their life ends here.
Oh, there's more of them! Rip Thanius. 27 sneak attack on these giant fucking slug things. Alright. Diablos. Okay, we surprised them. Seems easy to surprise a giant slug. Probably. Alright, Miklas.
Let's hear you cry.
I should have known. Stale water, giant slugs makes total sense. And the gnats. The gnats are a dead tell. Alright, we could glitter dust them. Seems reasonable. I don't know why I want to blind them. Their AC seems pretty fucking bad so far. 26. Maybe they hit super hard. I guess let's blind them. Glitter dust them. Alright. They both passed their blind save. Will save of +6. They only have a reflex side and +2, but they're immune to prone, so it doesn't really matter what the reflex save is. I guess it helps for like fireball or something. Alright. Tank this last one when we can. They don't have high AC. They only have 25 as a low AC. Alright, I think Thaddeus would like to be buffed in the art of killing giant slugs.
A solid plan.
I think is that a riff on the fact these are slugs and they're not solid? We wish to snowball a slug. Try blinding him again. It'd make them stink. What's their fortitude save? They're probably immune to stink. 14 fortitude. Fuck that. Fortitude seems like a scam ability so far. Anytime I like run into that, it's been bad. Easy 33 snowball. Be saved against stagger. can't hit it. I'm too close. Too far. Rip. I want to see what Resolute does. These things gonna do anything to me on their turn, do you think? Do we know what they do? We don't know what they do. Alright, let's trigger this. Well, we might need this. I don't know which. I'm just wait. Okay. Might be fighting witches, chat. Alright, speaking of Thaddeus, Thaddeus is up. Can reach that from there, so moving to here should put them both in range. I wish to cleave, starting with this giant slug. Nice 2. Done. Cat fucking hates slugs. Finds them disgusting.
Still got it.
Hit Thaddeus. Oh my god. He's dead. We lost, chat. We lost the game. Out of nowhere. Giant slug hits us. Reach attack, and this giant slug is a sniper. This slug's in charge of Overwatch. Got fucking played. Yeah, that's right. His call sign is Widowmaker, for sure. Now, this is why I've been playing happily with the get up from being killed kind of thing. Take that fight again. Too bad, like Thaddeus is our character who is already dead once. Is this before? No, it's before the. I forgot to save after disaster.
Combat is adjourned.
I do not have the scroll raised as we used it earlier in the campaign, I believe.
Out of my way!
Right.
A solid plan.
-5 stats. It's disappointing.
Out of my way!
We one-shot them, we still get
I
poisoned.
need to concentrate.
Alright, we need to delay poison communal. Maybe the slugs are poisonous. Hey. We'd love to treat the poison. Dude, that's so much minus on Thaddeus. -1 AC from our dex bonus no longer applying to our armor. -2 strength. What are the wands Thad is running around with? Cure Light Wounds and Wand of Bane on the cleric. Wand of Shield and Wand of True Strike. I should probably be using that. Mage Armor and Cat's Grace. Fireball. I mean, I have some more light healing pots, I guess. Potion restorations, though. We might have to buy some of these. I think I have this as a spell somewhere, too. I just don't know who's got it. Might have been the Inquisitor who we deleted. It was. Lesser Restoration, right? There. Okay.
I'll take care of it.
Dex damage resolved. Strength damage resolved. It's gonna have to do.
Does
I'm a quick
anyone
heal.
require my counsel? The time for words has passed.
What? Why are we fighting? What are we fighting? Dire boars. There's boars over here. We missed them last time, I guess. Okay. Wasn't expecting another fight right now, but that's fine. We just cured the poisons, I
Run
guess.
them through.
I mean, are we sure the boars want to fight? They have been friendly boars? Yeah, actual animals is true.
Forwards!
On a campsite over here. We're gonna kill those fucking slugs though. We owe them that.
Let's hear you cry.
Yeah.
A solid plan.
Like slaughtering pigs right here, aren't we?
Aim carefully.
Die!
Forwards!
Alright. Pigs dealt with. We need to get Thaddeus' health total up here, and then we need to go deal with these giant slugs.
Arcane bombomancy, Eldritch Sciomancy.
We have to be a little bit concerned about their reach attacks with our character who's close to death. Could have dominated a pig to make it easier. We could have, but we have pride.
Out of my way!
Yell, good yell. Okay. The water is stale. Incoming slugs. Any seasoned adventurer would know that. Other buffs are probably expiring by now. We haven't lost any of our long ones.
I am never wrong.
We could shield Thaddeus. He's got a wand of shield too. And anything else we want?
Let us be careful.
All right, fuck. This whole interaction over here. Who are you? What happened to your village? Why do you hate the Fae? How can I help you? Give him the coins. Leave without a word. Yeah.
The path is clear.
Loot him.
Done.
I'm always ready.
Gotta be careful with the sniper slugs, yep. We just fail our... Oh no, chat, we... There it is, okay.
What's over there?
Darn
I
it.
don't even want to know.
Completed.
Baracus failed to pick the lock. This time.
We should prepare.
I thought I just rolled on the trap. Till we level, we can't touch that again. With anyone else have Trickier on the team? Miklas. Alright, hold on.
I'm losing my temper.
Keep your wits about you.
Let's move already.
Can't pick locks. One rank in trickery. No one else has one rank in trickery. This may have been a mistake. How do I tell if they have one rank in there? These are all their modifiers. Guess I have to look individually. But even that doesn't tell me, right? This guy currently has 14. But rank is 0. I have to go individually for this. Rank 0, rank 0. I already failed the roll. Rank 0. Rank 0. Oh no, chat. Okay. Black, it has ranks. Oh, I see in there, you mean. So no one else can do this. Bummer. We can't try again until what's-his-face levels. Well, we have a million buffs for it, just apparently we forgot. I forgot to use them here, because we opened it so easily last time, I just didn't bother. Didn't look at the rolls last time, I assumed it would be fine. Wasn't fine. Anyone remember what we got out of that? Because I don't remember what we got out of that.
Let's head out.
Arcane Trickster should be able to re-roll on it. Maybe
I
with
shall
Ledgerman?
not fail.
Oh wow. So that doesn't actually fuck us up. Okay,
Never
fine.
Stop learning.
Cool. For some reason I thought if we failed with our regular roll, we wouldn't be able to ledger hand it, but we can.
Our duty calls.
Alright. Got the Demolisher. That is. Okay. What is the Demolisher? The Demolisher is a heavy pick. Adds 1 adamantine construct bane. Right.
The path is clear.
The -5 roll, but I don't know why we can do it infinite times, but we can. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's actually intended game features. It's kind of tough to tell. Where are these slugs? Are they stealthed? Do slugs get... No, there they are. Okay. This time, we're going to open up. Have all of our buffs still. More rounds, it looks like. Well, let's just shoot
No
it.
one stands in my way.
Their life ends here.
Alright, slug initiative check -1. Sense. Alright, no surprise round though. We need to prayer versus these slugs. Are we still prayer buffed? No. I mean, they are 3 level 12s. I kind of want that resource for later though. Alright, let's buff our archer. Multi-round buff our archer too, just in case. Miklas actually lost his enlarge too. Okay. This is Thaddeus. Thaddeus is gonna delay until after. Wait, what happened to... Where's Niablis? There, until after Niablis. Okay. We're gonna delay until after Baracus here. Baracus is going to fucking... Oh, I don't have enlarge available. Rip. Never mind. Still blind here. Or attempt to. Double fails this time is nice.
Run them through.
Great. Okay, what's the attack roll? His ability Spit Acid. Jesus. Successful range touch attack. 10d6 acid. Wow. Okay, we need acid protect up right now. I don't think I have an energy scroll right now. We're gonna have to reset on the cleric and get energy scroll up. I wonder if those other energy guys, the Will-o-the-Wisp, were just there to make you waste your protect energy. Probably. That's so much damage. Yeah, I have to get another turn on my cleric though. Probably blurs out if I had to guess. It is. a lot of options here. I can buff Miklas's damage with enlarge. I'm worried he just gets one shot. They can do up to 60 damage on that fucking shit, which is crazy. Means they can just one shot Thaddeus from any health total right now.
Require healing.
Okay. Alright, we are redoing the energy shield. We have energy shield out. No, it's protection from... Okay, this one. Protection from acid. How does the spell work? It is a... Actually, communal... 25 foot. Allies within 25 center on caster. Target... 20 centered on caster. Okay, so I have to be in the middle of them all. It's fine. Fire, resist cold, resist acid. Great. Resist acid won't do as much as protect acid. I don't know what the difference between resist and protect acid is. I don't think I have an ability called protect acid. So I think we'll have to start with resist acid. I think it's my only acid buffing ability. Alright, these guys are blinded for what it's worth. I think we're just hitting and running. Snowball for 35, not bad.
Let's hear you cry.
Nice, 2 hits there. Alright, Tragic Booty can get over there. Leopard can get in there. Diablos can get in there. Adios can get in there. Great. Alright, just the fucking Widowmaker over here. Left. 37 reduced. By how much? Guy did 43. It was bludgeoning. That's just our DR. That's not even acid. Okay. What a scammer. Things hit hard. I'm really surprised the slugs are so much damage. Delay. Move forward.
Attack!
Okay. Not flat-footed.
Die!
I don't like you!
Oh.
Aim carefully.
I can't charge because I'm not. Okay. Sure. Okay, downed. And this isn't even touch attacks, it's just swinging. He has a plus 21 on his attack modifier. Target AC 33, plus 21 means he hits on a 12, rolled 14s. Okay.
A solid plan.
No argument there, unfortunately.
Out of my way!
I don't want to bring him out of death right now, or out of reduce, because we can get him killed. But buff Thaddeus' accuracy. The leopard can kill the slug, maybe. Double misses.
Attack!
Double misses.
This will hurt!
Miss. Okay, leopard's still up. That's good.
Forwards!
Run them through.
Alright, all of our damage came out of Miklas that fight.
Lightly.
Right. Crazy creatures. Nice fight though. I like it. Spend some resources to survive. Get surprised by the slugs being really nasty. Yeah, let's heal up.
I need to concentrate.